So today I'm going to talk you through the Sparkup Magic Book Reader. This is an item that we've received to review. The point of it is that you can record the books with you or anyone else recording them. They're saved on the reader, and then children, if you're not around or children want to read the books themselves, then they can use the reader. They can put in any book that you've pre-recorded and can essentially read along with the book. I know that for us, I'm the only one that reads in the house to Nathaniel, so for me, if I'm away one night, then he can still actually have a bedtime story read to him, which he wouldn't if the other half was doing it, because he just doesn't do reading. So I haven't actually had a go at pre-recording. What you get in the box is this e-reader. It flips down. We've got the centre button, which is pretty much the menu. It's battery powered, but just takes AA batteries, so nice and straightforward. There's a USB point, so you can upload or download your books that you've recorded. So I think there's space for 50 books. Obviously that's going to depend on how long your books are. They recommend picture books because that's easy for the reader to recognise rather than lots of text. So really great for children who are just kind of picking up, learning to read and follow along with words. They recommend it from 3 years up. Obviously you could use it for younger, but I personally wouldn't, I don't think. Now's the time that Nathaniel's starting to get a bit more interested in trying to read himself and look at some letters. So I think for him it will give him a little bit of confidence if he just wants to pick up a book himself. As well as the centre key, there's the record button on the side, and that flashes and lights up. And then there's a volume button on the top. I have to say, the introduction part, when you first turn it on, it is very American. Not my cup of tea. The actual talking isn't, but it comes with a pre-recorded book to explain what the magical reader is all about, and that is very American in both the person speaking and reading the book, but also the spelling and pronunciation of the language, of the writing in the book. So all you do to record is slot the book in on the back page. You can use hardbacks. Obviously that's going to work better in terms of actually holding the book still. You need to have the book pages relatively flat, so it's worth, if you've got a book that you don't want to bend your pages back, then maybe don't record that one. I'm going to see what it's like here. I hate hearing myself on camera. It will be an interesting one to see with the voices. Could be quite embarrassing. You might get to hear my silly voices that I do. But you just turn on the centre button and press the record.
To start recording, you need to press the record key for 2 seconds. To fit.
The pirates wade through gurgling swamps, through caves as black as night. They trek through prickly undergrowth, then gulp! Oh, what a sight! We're here too late, the pirates gasp. Another pirate crew! They've found the golden underpants. What are we going to do? I made an error there, so you can actually go back and repeat reading that page, and it'll just record over the top of the old recording. So handy if you get tongue-tied, which I quite often do in children's books. There's a lot of alliteration, and I tend to speak quite quickly, so it's handy to know that you can just re-record quite easily.
The book was successfully recorded. Remember, you can connect your Sparkup to the computer and back up your recordings, saving your memories forever.
So let's see what happens when we want to read one. Essentially you just pop it back up into the L-shaped position and then slot the book back in. And let's see.
Pirates love underpants. These pirates so love underpants, they're on a special quest to find the fabled pants of gold for the captain's treasure chest. Anchors away, the captain cries. Hoist up, black bloomers, sail, unfurl the secret treasure map. Pants pirates never fail.
So it's actually quite good fun. There's a little bit of feedback. It's not obviously going to be as clear as someone just reading generally. A little bit of an echo, but we're in a kitchen here, so I guess if you're recording somewhere with curtains, you're going to get a different sound. But it seems to be quite a nice little reader. As I said, I did have teething problems at the beginning, just trying to get the recording tone to come up, but it was just a case of closing it down and then reopening it and starting again. The great thing is you can, as it said, you can upload via USB cable onto your computer, so you can back up your books. If you actually go through and record all of the books you have, then you're obviously going to run out of space, so if you upload and then you can download as and when you want the ones. It could be quite good, I think it could be quite good for in the car. Obviously parents don't generally sit in the back of the car, it's quite hard to read along, so you could take this travelling. It's easy and portable. It's not overly flimsy. The bit that holds the book is just two plastic pieces with a slot, so you might have to be a little bit careful with that if you are going to take it out and about, but overall I don't see that it's going to get too damaged. If your children look after books fairly well, then hopefully they would look after this type of thing as well. So all in all, it's different. I've not seen anything like it before, although we're only just starting looking at reading anyway. But yeah, it seems like a bit of a no-brainer. It's quite an easy thing to use, so I think we should be trying it out, although I'm not sure we are going to be recording all of Nathaniel's books. He has got rather a lot, so we'll maybe just pick out a few of his favourites. Or the ones that I hate reading, which might save me having to read them so frequently. Thanks for listening.